your lads of high renown, they would hear of the fair young maiden as she roved out on a summer day, for to view the soldiers parading. They marched so bold and they looked so gay, the colors fine and the band did play, and it caused young Mary for to say, "Oh, wed you me gallant soldier." Mary and the Soldier, a guitar playing by Paul Brady. It took me about 2 weeks to learn this one. This is probably the hardest tune that I've learned in a little bit. So we're back with the third tune of the Paul Brady series. I've already done Arthur McBride. There's a link in the video, there's a link in the description below. And I've done Lakes of Pontchartrain. There's also a link for that in the description below. And with Mary and the Soldier, it's an open G tune again with the capo on the first fret, so it makes it A flat. Open G, for those of you who haven't seen the other video, which I made 5 or 6 years ago at this point, the tuning is D, G, D, G, B, D. D, G, B, D, G. Sorry. D, G, D, G, B, D. Open G chord, capo first fret, A flat. And so we're going to get into it. And before we get into it, with these tunes, what I want to offer is for people to reach out to me and do some private Zoom lessons if you're so inspired. I know in a YouTube video, sometimes I can get through it all, but this song is so complex and such nuanced guitar picking and singing, and the phrasing is so unique that to get to it all in a 15-20 minute YouTube video doesn't seem like it's the most efficient way to do it, but I am gonna get through it all in this video. And if somebody's feeling inspired, like, hey, it'd be nice to just get one-on-one instruction, reach out to me. I do Zoom lessons. I've been a private teacher for 10-15 years at this point, and because of the pandemic, I'm still doing a lot of lessons, but a lot of them have been on Zoom. Some of them are face-to-face. If you happen to live in Southern Oregon, come on by. We can do a face-to-face lesson out on my front porch. But if you happen to live somewhere far, far away, the internet is an amazing tool to keep us all together. So, also, before we get into it, like and subscribe, please. The more likes and subscriptions I get, the more I can do these videos. There's been a lot of suggestions of different songs to listen to and to teach that I'd love to spend more time on this. And if you like it, please press the like button. That helps somehow. And also press the subscribe button. That really does a good thing for people making YouTube content. Okay, so first things first, get yourself a sharp pick. A very, very sharp pick. This one is a 1.4. It's a little light for my liking. I usually like 1.6s or 1.8s, but it's sharp. It's really sharp. And I think the sharpness is really important for this style of music because this cross-picking thing is pervasive throughout this tune. So get yourself a sharp pick. And where I learned this version that I'm about to teach you is from several YouTube videos. Also, the record that Andy Irvine and Paul Brady did, which is one of my favorites. But there's a lot of nuance and a lot of difference between these different performances, and I've kind of taken what I thought was the most musical out of all those 3 performances and put them in my version of the intro. I don't know if this is exactly what Paul does. I did my best to make it verbatim of how he plays. But yeah, I took it from some YouTube videos and also his recording. So without rambling too much on, like and subscribe. The first little bit, again, with all this music, I'm using these 2 fingers as well as my pick. So the first 3 chords, I go up to that 4 chord through the second and third. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-dum-dum. now, here's where the complexity starts. That's easy, pretty easy. Now, on that 4 chord, I go to the 3rd string, and then I pluck the 1st string with my 3rd finger. And then right after that 1st string plucked, I hit the 5th string and the 2nd string again on that 4 chord, slide up to the 5 chord. Then I pluck the 3rd string. Then I go down to the 3, to the 1st inversion 1 chord or the 3 chord. Then I pluck the 4th string. Then the 2 chord, 5th string and 2nd string. Then I do the 5th string, the 2nd string, 4th string, and then 1st string with my ring finger in my right hand. Then I pluck the 5th string, the 2nd string again, slide that up to the 3 chord, then 1 chord, and then this little cross picking thing, which is all pick. This is all pick here. And there's variations of how to finish this little cross picking thing. What I did in the intro of this video was this. I found that because I practiced this so much, that kind of happened one time, and I was like, oh, I think that's really beautiful. What he does is that cross picking pattern, but honestly it changes. Sometimes he just strums it in the recordings, or he does that straight cross picking thing. But okay, so that cross picking thing is all downstrokes and upstrokes. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's the essence of cross picking. So all the way up to that point. Second half starts the same. Now when we get to the 4 chord, same thing. Now I do a cross picking thing from the 5th string to the 2nd string. Oh no, sorry, from the 5th string to the 3rd string. Cross picking. Whoops. Then the 3 chord, 3rd string, down to the 2 chord. It's all the same thing as the first half of the intro. Now instead of that for the ending, instead of just going to the 1 chord open, I'm going to the 1 chord, but now on the 4th string, 5th fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret. This is all in a tablature that I've written as well. All this little nuances in a tablature that is available in the description below. And if you're really feeling it, we can do a private Zoom lesson. Either a half hour, or even 15 minutes or an hour, just so I can see what you're working on and take you through, okay, this is what I think could get you to that next level. So yes, please like and subscribe, reach out to me if you want. Continuing that intro, the ending of the intro, we go to that 1 chord, but now we go to the 1 chord with this really strong kind of hollow harmony. 5th fret, 4th string, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And he does this little thing there right after that. And then he then goes to this chord, which is, it's kind of it sounds like a 4 chord. I don't know offhand what what chord it is. I reckon it's a 4 chord. It sounds like a 4 chord. 2nd fret, 4th string, 1st fret, 2nd string. So the ending there. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Bam, 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 bam. And then starts the verse. So the whole intro before we get to the verse. Right on that downbeat of that 1 chord after this. Come on, there's a little pickup with the phrasing of the vocal melody. Come on, you lads of high renown, they would hear of a fair young maiden as she roved out on a summer's day. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Okay. So the lead-in, come on, you lads, come on, you lads. And if you think about it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on that 4 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, you lads of high renown. And here, it's all in the tab. I'm doing a lot of little delicate little finger picking with these 2 fingers as I'm doing this, as I'm doing all of this. Come on, you lads of high renown, that would hear of a fair young maiden. And I'm kind of just flowing with it a little bit. Although in the tablature I'm very specific, I am kind of just flowing with it. And what I'm doing there, plucking both the 3rd string and the 2nd string at the same time. And then the next little bit, open 5th string, 3rd, 4th, 2nd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is as difficult as the introduction, and its nuance, because these chords, it's all dependent on the vocal phrase, which is brilliant, and makes it very, very interesting and unique. But it's difficult for sure. So to explain the little bits. Oops. Well, come on, you lads of higher renown. So the way I see it, we get 1 beat on that, or I'm sorry, 2 beats on that 1 chord, 2 beats on the 4 chord, 1 beat on the 1 chord. Then this 5 chord, which is pinky, 4th fret, 6th string, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 1st fret, 2nd string. And this cross picking thing. But now I'm going 6, 4, 2, 6, 4, 3, 2. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then 1, 5, 1, and then I go up the scale, 3, and then here I go up after I'm going up the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. This part took me a long time to really hear clearly. Once I get up to that 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I get to that 4 chord. I do it for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Then I go down to that 3 chord, 4, and then I do a cross picking thing from the 4th string to the 1st string on that 5 chord. She rolled out on a summer day for to view 1 to 5, 1. They marched so bold. On the word bold, he goes to the 3 chord. They marched so bold and they looked so gay. I'm going 5, 1. march 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 1. And 4, 4, cause young Mary. Yeah, the timing here, it feels like a triplet. It's not a triplet. It goes 4, 4, caused young Mary for to say, caused young Mary 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all in a tab. Remember that. If you want the tab, it's all in there. It's hard to describe all this in just like 15 minutes or so. But again, sharp pick. Like and subscribe to these videos so I can keep on doing more of them. We're almost to the end of the first verse, and all of them are pretty simple. All of them are pretty similar in how they kind of evolve through the verses of the tune. So this last little bit from the 4 chord, caused young Mary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chord 1. Then he goes into the second verse through the second half of the intro, this part. And so forth. I mean, you can just strum all this. The intention, though, is to really, really dive in deep to what Paul's doing with his pick and his right hand, along with his left hand as well. So the end of the verse, and it caused young Mary for to say, "Oh, where'd you leave galleon soldier?" And she viewed the soldiers on parade, and they stood at their leisure, so forth. So that whole thing repeats. Let me do all that from the very beginning. Again, I'll do it one time kind of slowly. If you have the tab, you can follow along. And then the second time, I'll do it at tempo. Here we go. Ready, and... out on a summer's day for to view the soldiers parading. They marched so bold and they looked so gay, the colors fine and the band did play. And it caused young Mary for to say, "Oh, where'd you make galleon soldier?" Now, see if I can do it up to speed. High renown, they will hear of a fair young maiden. She roved out on a summer's day for to view the soldiers parading. They marched so bold and they looked so gay, the colors fine and the band did play. And it caused young Mary for to say, "Oh, where'd you meet galleon soldier?" Love that tune. So good, so good. Again, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And if you want new tunes, I'm always open to doing some new tunes. I'm going to try to post some videos on the regular. There's a tab for this thing. Like and subscribe these videos if you dig them. And if you want a private lesson, reach out to me. Happy to provide some in-depth kind of scrutiny on these different parts, which I definitely, you probably most likely have questions about. Oh, what did you do there? What? I can help. So please reach out. And I'm happy to teach. I love teaching. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.